Hi there, let's have a look at appearances and deception in Macbeth. Macbeth's deception. Macbeth gets better and better at deceiving people as the play goes on. He persistently struggles to hide his inner emotions though. At the start he's bad at deception. In Act 1, Scene 5, Lady Macbeth tells Macbeth he must bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue, look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. This simile tells Macbeth that he must put on a welcoming face for King Duncan. She's worried that he can't trick people. She tells him, "Your face, my Thane, is a book where men may read strange matters." This suggests that it's easy to read his emotions by looking at him. She says he needs to control his emotions if they're to gain Duncan's trust. Progression. Macbeth seems to be much better at tricking people by the time Macduff finds King Duncan's body. He said, "Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. But from this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality." In Act 2, Scene 3. This suggests that life has nothing left to offer now the king is dead. Macbeth seems like a loyal subject, which is someone under the king's rule, who is very upset by King Duncan's death, rather than a murderer who is responsible for it. Further progression. Macbeth continues to trick people. He misleads the men he employs to murder Banquo. He makes them think Banquo is responsible for their misfortune, not him, saying, "Know that it was he in the times past, which held you so under fortune, which you thought was our innocent self." In Act 3, Scene 1. But there's a struggle with his inner feelings. Macbeth still struggles to hide how torn he feels within. Lady Macbeth tells him to sleep over your rugged looks, be bright and jovial among your guests tonight. In Act 3, Scene 2. Macbeth agrees. He says they must make our faces visits to our hearts, disguising what they are. A visit is a part of a helmet that covers the face. And this metaphor means that they must make their faces like masks to hide their true selves from everyone else. Let's just quickly recap that. Macbeth still struggles to hide how torn he feels within. In Act 3, Scene 2, after Duncan has been murdered, he says to Lady Macbeth that they must make our faces visits to our hearts, disguising what they are. A visit is a part of a helmet that covers the face. This metaphor means that they must make their faces like masks to hide their true selves from everyone else. What are the two quotes showing that Macbeth struggles to deceive people at the start of the play? "Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue, look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it." And "Your face, my Thane, is a book where men may read strange matters." Now let's take a look at appearances and deception. Appearances are shown to be deceiving throughout the play. Before meeting with Macbeth in Act 1, Scene 4, King Duncan says, "There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face." This suggests that it is difficult to read true intentions by looking at someone. King Duncan regrets that he trusted those around him like the Thane of Cawdor who betrayed him. He does not learn from this though. He is murdered because he trusted Macbeth just a few scenes later. Hecate. In Act 3, Scene 5, Hecate chants about how she will mislead Macbeth with fake spirits. She wants to continue pushing him towards his downfall, saying, "And that distilled by magic slates shall raise such artificial sprites, as by the strength of their illusion shall draw him onto his confusion." Donalbain. After murder of their father, Donalbain tells Malcolm, "There's daggers in men's smiles." This is in Act 2, Scene 3. This suggests that they are surrounded by people who pretend to be friends by smiling, but in fact have murderous plans. He knows that appearances can trick people. So let's just quickly recap King Duncan on deceptive appearances. He says, "There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face." In Act 1, Scene 4. This means that it's suggesting that it's difficult to read true intentions by looking at someone. But there's irony to this. He regrets that he trusted those around him, like the Thane of Cawdor who betrayed him, and he's murdered because he trusted Macbeth just a few scenes later. So there's two quotes to show that appearances can be deceiving. "There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face," and "there's daggers in men's smiles." Let's quickly recap Macbeth's struggle to deceive. Lady Macbeth says to him, "Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue, look like the innocent flower, but be under." In Act 1, Scene 5. This is a simile. Lady Macbeth tells Macbeth to put a happy, welcoming face for King Duncan. And then she also says to him, "Your face, my Thane, is as a book where men may read strange matters," also in Act 1, Scene 5. And she suggests that it's easy to read his emotions by looking at him. Which scenes are these key quotes about deception from? "There's daggers in men's smiles." This is from Act 2, Scene 3. And there's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. This is from Act 1, Scene 4. What are the quotes that show Macbeth's ability to deceive? Is it, "Your face, my thane, is as a book where men may read strange matters"? Or is it, "Know that it was he in the times past, which held you so under fortune, which you thought was our innocent self"? The correct answer is the second one. This is what he's saying to the murderers when they murder Banquo. And does he say, "Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue, look at the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it"? Or, "Had I died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time, for from this instant there's nothing serious in mortality"? The correct answer is the second one. This is what he says about King Duncan's murder. What is Hecate's plans to mislead Macbeth? What's the quote of saying this? "And that, distilled by magic slates, shall raise such artificial sprites, as by the strength of their illusion shall draw him on to his confusion," in Act 3, Scene 6. He says there's daggers in men's smiles. Donalbain. He says there's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. Duncan. And he says, "And that distilled by magic slates shall raise such artificial sprites, as by the strength of their illusion shall draw him on to his confusion." Hecate.